What is up, guys? Welcome back to another debate episode on EI Entertainment Studios. Back at it with another video. So today's debate video is going to be Godzilla 2017, aka Godzilla Earth, versus Shin King Kong. I am ready to do this. Now, a quick disclaimer will be here. This is not the first time that Shin King Kong has made an appearance in this series. So some backstories and especially some abilities are going to be altered, a little bit different. One, it's not make it boring for other viewers who've already seen Shin King Kong, but also to fit the opponent he's going to be versing. But anyways, let's begin. So what we're going to do in this debate video is first we're going to go over the main opponent, which is Shin King Kong. I'm going to go over the backstory, the abilities, all the characteristics of this monster, so on and so forth, everything here and there. So let's begin with the backstory of Shin King Kong. So Shin King Kong came to be at the time of Legendary Godzilla and Kong's battle for becoming the true alpha predator, when Shin Godzilla had a scheme of making King Kong on his side to fully destroy Legendary Godzilla and become the only king of the monsters. What a little rascal Shin Godzilla is, right? And make Kong his ally. So while Kong and Legendary Godzilla were fighting, Shin Godzilla sent his little humanoids to enter Kong's nostrils and travel down into his body and recode his DNA with Shin, but a mistake was made and Shin Kong became too overpowered, causing Legendary Godzilla and Shin Godzilla to retreat and Godzilla Earth to step in and fix this mess. That's a pretty solid backstory, and that is how Shin Kong came to be. Now, the height of Shin King Kong is approximately 268 meters tall. Okay, fair enough. Now, abilities. Okay, so for the abilities, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go over them really quick, and then we're gonna go over everything else about Shin King Kong, and then we will come back and we'll go on a deep analysis of all the abilities so we get every single one of them, because they're pretty interesting in my opinion. Okay. So quick overlaps of the abilities would be 1, Super Punch, Split Jaw, okay, Super Punch, Split Jaw Crunch, High Intelligence, Evolution, Ultimate Ray, and Wings of Massacre. Okay, Aggression is high. Territorial is yes, and Biome is Earth. So putting that at that, let's go back to the abilities and one by one. So Super Punch is pretty much Shin King Kong has the ability to recharge his arm, preferably his left arm, and every 2 to 3 minutes he can give a super punch, which is the strongest punch in any living creature. He is ready to punch the crap out of his opponents, and if he lands that punch, he is able to break a jaw, even Godzilla's. It's a very powerful crunch punch. Now, Split Jaw Crunch is actually a very interesting one. So if you saw the thumbnail, Shin King Kong obviously took the DNA of Shin Godzilla. It has that mouth that splits, right? So what he can do is he can bite his opponent and get their arm or whatever that thing is stuck in the split jaw and can twist and break all the bones in that split if he bites onto his opponent, which is a very powerful ability. Very, very powerful one. But going more forward, High Intelligence, this is because he is a monkey descendant, and monkeys are known to have pretty high intelligence out of all other animals. So yes, he's very smart, which is a high ability because he can use this to plan an attack. Plan an attack, plan an ambush, anything on his opponents, which, as I said, is a very, very high ability. Evolution, the ability to evolve, comes from the DNA of Shin Godzilla. As we know, Shin can evolve to suit any circumstance, weather-wise or opponent-wise. And if Shin King Kong needs to evolve, he will evolve to fit the weather or the power of his abilities to suit that. Ultimate Ray. This is probably one of the strongest abilities. There's two that I'm gonna say. One is this. One is the next one. They are the top two abilities of Shin King Kong, and one is the Ultimate Ray. Now, this is gonna be a small biology lesson. Now, we all can agree on the body of any living creature. Well, I don't know about fish. I mean, we can say about fish too, but primates, there's small pores on the body, like millions of them on the human body and any body and any mammal, and those pores all pretty much holes, small holes. So let's say, imagine there's around 100 million pores on Kong's body, or to be Shin Kong's body. Well, 100 million rays can actually come out of his body. He just has to curl up in a ball. He sits down, curls up, and he just blasts millions of rays, atomic rays, at his opponent. It's a very, very powerful ability, and it's very destructible. And the thing is that, remember Shin Godzilla, when he had this ability, it actually had the ability to aim, so it's not going everywhere. It will all be focused onto his opponent. A very, very strong ability. So, with that being that, now the last one is Wings of Massacre. So the Wings of Massacre pretty much is Shin King Kong has evolved into having wings. A very big ability, very strong ability. And what those wings do is, it's funny, they will not allow him to fly. He can't fly with those wings, but what those wings can do is they can send a snowstorm, an icing power to his opponent to try and freeze his opponent. It's a very unique ability. It also makes him very scary, a monkey with wings. Very terrifying if you ask me. But yes, that is the abilities. Those are all the abilities of Shin King Kong. That sums him up. So now what we can do is we can go over his other opponent, Godzilla 2017. Now Godzilla 2017 is the biggest, baddest, and strongest Godzilla of all time at the moment. That's if next in maybe 2021 when Toho bursts out a new, stronger Godzilla or updates Shin Godzilla, whichever they use is up to their discretion. But Godzilla Earth is the strongest Godzilla to date at the moment, standing at approximately 318 meters tall after the newest Godzilla anime. I don't know why I forgot the name. Oh yeah, Godzilla the Planet Eater. So yeah, he used to be 300 meters, but now he's 318 meters tall. Not a huge difference, but definitely an improvement. Now, standing at that, he is from an anime show. He's over though. All his shows are over actually. The last one already showed on Netflix, but I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys. Let's go straight into the abilities of Godzilla 2017. One of them being Cell Division, putting that into effect. Also, Charged Particle Breath. Now, Charged Particle Breath is saying the same. It's pretty much the same thing as an Atomic Breath, But the main difference here is that the charged particle breath is like a stronger version of that atomic breath. So yes, it's like a stronger version of that atomic breath. Now putting that also going in down, he has a red spiral particle breath, which is something like Burning Godzilla, right? You remember Burning Godzilla? It's like him. It's like the super red spiral ray that he has. It's very powerful, cuts through almost anything that comes in its way. Has an electromagnetic pulse, which is pretty much EMP, shuts down anything that's electronic. For example, planes, cars, even other shields that, you know, other opponents may have. The same thing in tongue twister. Electromagnetic shield, right? It's a shield, but also gives out an electromagnetic pulse. But going into that, he has an electromagnetic underwater booster and instant tissue regeneration, which is very, very powerful. Because if he can regenerate, it's almost invincible. He does have a lack of skeletal frame, meaning he can maneuver through small spaces. He has a lack of a thermal radiation, but he does have metallic tissue fibers, which is very difficult to break through. Molecular management, he has a natural camouflage, not too good. Oscillatory wave, which is like a sonic boom, a plasma cutter, and a very strong tail and a radio wave absorption. Okay, now that we have both of these monsters in our palms, we know them. Now, the big clue is who is stronger in terms of this. So we're gonna go best out of two, close range and far range. So we're gonna start off with far range. In terms of this video, for far range, we will put these two monsters at 700 meters apart and close range face to face. So far range, 700 meters apart, there's not too many abilities that Shin King Kong can use, in my opinion, for his advantage. Super punch, okay, we get that out of the way. He can't use super punch. Split jaw crunch, no, not really. High intelligence, okay, he could be smart about what he's doing. That's good enough to say. Evolution, yeah, he could use that to fit his needs for that fight. Ultimate Ray, definitely he can use that. Wings of Massacre, definitely. For Godzilla Earth, I would say that the best things he could use is the atomic breath. All of the atomic breaths he has. He can do Scarlet Godzilla. Atomic breath, he can use the shield if he wants to. I'm sure he's going to use that. And EMP to shut down anything that Kong might use that's electronic descendant. So starting at 700 meters apart, the first thing I'm going to say is when Shin King Kong decides to use his Ultimate Ray, Godzilla or Godzilla Earth is automatically, without even thinking, going to use that EMP shield. So boom! The atomic ray will be cancelled out. High intelligence, being smart, is not going to change anything in this battle, because if he gets that shield on, he's done with. But this is where something falls into play, and that is high intelligence and evolution. If Shin King Kong can find a way to evolve his his ultimate ray to get through that EMP, good for him. And I think he is able to do that with evolution. But there comes another problem. When he does that, what's gonna happen is there's gonna be another problem. Okay, let's say he gets through the EMP, gets to Godzilla Earth's skin. Not only does he have high fibers, but he has instant tissue regeneration, which puts it at a point where evolve more. But by the time he's evolving, he has no shield, and I think that Godzilla Earth will wipe him out. So, in whichever way I put it, Godzilla Earth comes out on top. So at the moment, we're gonna give 1-0 in favor of Godzilla Earth for far range. Now moving into a more practical fight, close range. This is where Shin King Kong might actually, thrive. Now this is free roam, face-to-face fighting. First of all, Shin King Kong is not as tall as Godzilla Earth, 268 meters tall. Godzilla Earth is 318. He can maneuver. He is much, much faster than Godzilla Earth. Jumping all around, just making go dizzy. He's a monkey after all, right? Scary monkey, actually. Well, Godzilla Earth is going to keep on trying to catch him. And Godzilla Earth is way too fast for his atomic breath. He's just going to jump around. He's always going to dodge that atomic breath. And when he outmaneuvers him, boom. That's where the super punch comes. He's gonna whack Godzilla Earth and run away again. He's gonna play a little girly girl here, but he is gonna do what needs to be done. Godzilla Earth is a alpha predator, and you cannot go to him face to face because he will get overpowered. Now, after using super punch, again, he's gonna start maneuvering his atomic breaths, all his fights, his crap. All he's gonna do. He'll do the split jaw crunch, but I would not recommend that. And if he does do that, Shin King Kong is automatically over with. He gets a hold of Godzilla Earth with his mouth. Godzilla Earth will rip Shin King Kong in half. So he won't use that. Let's say he does not use that. High intelligence, one of them. Evolution. Ultimate Ray. No use. As I said, he will again use that shield. Wings of Massacre. Wings of Massacre is possible. It's very possible to use against Godzilla Earth, but again, Godzilla Earth will hit that shield on and it just will not go through. So whichever way you put it, Godzilla Earth, but as much as Shin King Kong wants to jump around, Godzilla Earth's tail is massive and he will eventually get him. And if he gets one tail punch on Shin King Kong and one atomic blast, Shin King Kong is done for. So at the end of the day, as sad as it may seem for Kong fans, it will be a 2-0 finale in favor of Godzilla Earth. But it does not have to be. This is just my outcome. If you see a different outcome, please leave it in the comment section below. Also, leave requests. Leave requests on what other monsters you want to see in the debate episodes, who you want to see battling. And yeah, this has been a very fun time. Thank you for watching this. Thanks for letting me make this video for you guys. It has been a pleasure making this debate video. Thank you for watching. Please, if you enjoyed this, like, comment, share, and most importantly, the best way you can support the channel is by subscribing. Thank you for watching. As I said, leave in the comment section below about what you guys think and requests. Thank you and have a wonderful day.